Hi, my name is Maggie Craig, and this is the basic message of marriage. Marriage is one of the 7 sacraments, and sacraments are visible signs of invisible realities. So what is marriage a sign of? The love that God has for you. Did you know that marriage is the #1 image used in the Bible to describe the love that God has for his people? Jesus is the bridegroom. We, the church, are his body. We are his bride. God doesn't just tolerate you. God is obsessed with you. He wants to marry you. Even though we've sinned, even though we've been unfaithful, even though we've cheated on him through lust and pride and envy, he still offers us, his bride, his eternal love, mercy and tenderness and forgiveness, and still wants to be with us for all eternity in a procreative and unitive relationship of love. The eternal love that God has for you is imaged through the sacrament of marriage. Traditional marriage, the sacramental form of marriage, Catholic marriage, is founded on the divine love of God. The sacrament of marriage is a lifelong and free communion between one man and one woman for the sake of generation and education of children. Marriage is a procreative and unitive communion. And the sacrament of marriage is the only proper context for sex. God is all about sex. He invented it. It was his idea. Did you know that God's first command to man and woman was to be fruitful and multiply? God wasn't saying collect pineapples and do long division. He was saying have the sex. Participate in the divine act of creation. Be one with each other and be one with me through your love. Anyone who thinks Catholics are anti-sex haven't even read the first book of our Bible. Catholics are all about sex in the proper context, which is the sacrament of marriage. The sacrament of marriage is a lot different than the secular understanding of marriage. The secular understanding of marriage views marriage as a legal contract between 2 people, or more than 2 people, for the sake of romantic, sexual, emotional fulfillment. And this definition of secular marriage is evolving all the time because it's not built on the truth of God. While the secular understanding of marriage does include the unitive aspect of sex, it does not mandate the procreative aspect of sex, which only happens through the sexual union of one man and one woman. Catholic marriage knows that ultimate fulfillment is not found through another person, even if that person is your spouse. And it's super dangerous to expect anyone to fulfill you. Human fulfillment is only found through God. And one of the goals of Catholic marriage is for your spouse to lead you not to themselves, not to sexual or emotional or financial fulfillment, but only through fulfillment in God, who is your truest spouse, your truest love. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. And there is so much more to say on this, but this has been the basic message of marriage.